Welcome back in to another beer review with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, coming to you as always from my Midland studio down in South Carolina. We're gonna venture a little outside of the Palmetto State today. Of course, we all know I review beers from all over, wherever they may come into my little mitts of hands. Well, little, I don't exactly have little hands, but my mitts. And we're going to go a little farther. Well, I don't want to say south. It's really west. It's really pretty much a straight shot west to Atlanta, the ATL, down to very much considered to be the OG, or at least one of the OGs of Atlanta craft beer scene, and that is Monday Night Brewing. This is called the HDHC Be Easy Citra. And down at the bottom, you'll see HDHC stands for High Density Hop Charge. Ooh, two-time New England double IPA. Two-time New England double IPA. Two-time New England IPA equals double IPA. This checks in at 8.5% alcohol by volume, so of course that checks in as a double IPA. And you'll see on the can a lot of these little hats. Not totally sure what the significance of the hats are as it pertains to Monday night. And funny story about Monday night, so I was down here at the end of June with a buddy of mine who was in town visiting, and they had Thundercats on in the tasting room, and it was kind of this like 80s vibe that we're both like, wow, this is awesome. He's a little older than me, so, I grew up, Thundercats was kind of like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but he grew up actually appreciating the Thundercats. So that was kind of like, it had us both in awe a little bit. And they've got this little tiki bar in the corner on the side of the tap room, away from the actual bar. So it's fun. It's a fun little environment. I do wish they had a kitchen there. I think Monday night does have a food truck schedule, but, those are a little hit or miss as far as what time they can come, because obviously a food truck can only sustain a certain amount of food. So I would like to see a kitchen at Monday night, but other than that, it was all aces. Super cool artwork on the front of the building, inside the building, on the tanks outside. Awesome place. Their logo, of course, is this character with his fist in the air, and on the side there's a Hop Hut release featuring Citra T-90, Citra Cryo, Citra Spectrum, and Citra Incognito. Keep cold and drink fresh. So, again, HDHC, which apparently is High Density Hop Charge, a two-time New England IPA, so double IPA. And I actually have not had this. Can't remember if it was one or two beers at the tap room, but whatever I had, it was not this one. So this is a fresh can out of the 4-pack, and I have not had. So I'm excited. I was impressed with what I did have there, so I'm excited to crack this one open with the faithful and loyal tubers of my channel to enjoy this and with you. Let's crack it open, shall we? Sploosh. As you can see, didn't pour it super aggressive, but I poured it a little aggressive. And the head's kind of retaining a bit. Nice 2-finger head there. It's a nice color-wise, typical New England hazy. It's a nice bright orange type of color. Let's get the nose. Getting a lot of hops. Almost snorted that. Getting a lot of hops in there. There's definitely some citrus. What type of citrus has yet to make itself known to me. I'm thinking orange. I'm thinking it's mostly orange in there as far as what type of citrus note to pick out. Yeah, because it's not apricot, it's not mango, it's not pineapple, certainly not lime. Definitely not lime. I'm thinking mostly an orange type of aroma. So this, honestly, this is shaping up to be quite the juice bomb. And as anyone that knows me knows, I love my juice bombs. So I'm excited to try this one. Why don't we waste no more time and take a sip? Nobody's chugging this. Other than the truly elite of the CWO, of course. Well, let me just tell you. You know those New England style IPAs that are just so full and so rich that they kind of fill you up? This is definitely in that category. This has a very full, very rich type of mouthfeel. It's double IPA, so that's probably a good thing. It's not gonna sneak up on you. You're not gonna rush this down. Gotta, you know, unless you're a senior member of the CWO, I wouldn't recommend chugging this because it might hurt a little bit. Maybe not going down because it's pretty smooth, but at the end of it, whoo, might need to check out that live stream soon. But it's the primary flavor trait of this, I would say, would be full. It's very full and it's pretty rich. You don't get a lot of hops. You don't get a lot of hops with it. A little bit of a bite. Got a little bit of a bite on the tongue, but you can't necessarily pick out. Well, that's not true. I mean, I've had a Citra only craft in recent memory, and I can kind of see how this is mostly Citra based, because Citra does have a bit of a bite to it, a lot more of a bite to it than I ever thought. Citra is a lot more punchy and bitter than I would have thought. Not necessarily imaginable, but I would have thought in my previous experience. And this one's definitely got a little bit of that bite. Now, it's got a lot of other stuff in it. I mean, there's several. I mean, it is called the Be Easy Citra, and there's a lot of Citra variants in there. T-90, Cryo, Spectrum, Incognito. So there's a lot of different Citra variants in there. So combined all together, you get this bright orange color and kind of more of a juicy flavor. But yeah, it's got that little bit of a bite on the palate. It doesn't come in right away. It kind of sits on your tongue for a second before it comes in. You get a nice little soft juiciness up front, and then it kind of sits there. You get kind of that hoppy bitterness, and then it mellows out to more of a steady type of hoppy note rather. So pretty solid. Definitely check out Monday Night if you're ever in the ATL. You won't be disappointed. They got a ton of good stuff, and their names are absolutely phenomenal. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but there was a brown ale that was some kind of reference to Han Solo. I can't remember exactly the name of it. It was like Han Brolo or something like that. Now, like, they're very creative with what they do and the beers they put out, and there's a lot of different diverse styles. There were sours up there, there were traditionals up there. Of course, there were hazies. So, you go check out Monday Night if you're ever in Atlanta, and you will not be disappointed as far as diversity of their tap list. You'll find something you're going to want to drink, no matter what your style or taste palette is, for sure. If you want more from me, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop, coming straight to you on your phone, tablet, mobile device, computer, what have you. If you want to recommend a beer to me, or maybe even send me a beer, go ahead and email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. We'll figure out all the fine details there. If If you want the rest of my nonsense and insanity, go and follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram, at Nutmeg2Palmetto. Get a little fun and wild and have some random little social media adventures on there and engage a little bit with the people, you know, for more of a brief type of interaction as opposed to this, which is more long form and informational, or hopefully informational. Hopefully I don't sound like a babbling idiot, but you never know. I tend to be known for that from time to time. In any event, Monday night, cheers. And for the rest of you fine folks, cheers, and I'll see you next time.